sky's the limit for Tommy Matthews, former wingman, after what he did, and I, for one, cannot wait to see what he does next. Look, I don't want to get too carried away with a hot take here about how he's a transcendent talent, but let's face it, this kid is a transcendent talent. I'm just being honest. I've done this for a very long time, and I've never seen this level of athlete before. Every season, there are new, fresh faces that stand out in big ways. The best of them garner the generational talent label. We've seen it in the past from guys like Lamar Jackson, Julio Jones, Saquon Barkley, and Pat Mahomes. Well, I've got news for you, fellas. Move over and make way for the quintessential generational talent of all time.
I couldn't put into words how excited I was for my first ever NFL Honors Awards. Rookie of the Year is something you only get one shot at, and to even be mentioned amongst my contemporaries was an honor. The rest of that evening was a blur, but I held on to that trophy. I felt the weight of it in my hands, and I knew no matter what else happened in my career, I'd always have it to mark this special moment.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 55. Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
Well, it's been 12 of the longest months ever since Super Bowl 54 took place downstate in Miami, and the world has certainly changed an awful lot in that time. But tonight, for a few hours, we bring the focus back to the greatest spectacle the sporting world has to offer. Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and what a matchup we have in store. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Houston Texans taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, what a run they've had in Houston. It's a team that seemingly has been knocking on the door the last decade or so, winning division title after division title. But this year, it finally clicked, and here they are as AFC champs.
And I think it's fitting that you talked about knocking on the door, because you remember in the 70s, they talked about knocking on the door, and finally they said they're going to kick that door down and get to the Super Bowl, and they never did. And this city, they're used to hosting Super Bowls. They've had 3 of them in the past, but neither the Oilers nor the Texans ever got there before. This is an exciting time for their fan base.
Meanwhile, the 49ers, they're back in the Super Bowl for the 8th time in franchise history, one of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era, and they look to claim their 6th title, which would tie them with the Patriots and Steelers for most ever.
But, partner, to get it done, they've got to take history and put it in a headlock because they want to be a team that loses one year but comes back and wins the Super Bowl the next, and it's only happened 3 times prior. The Cowboys, Super Bowls 5 and 6, the Dolphins in Super Bowls 6 and 7, and most recently, the Patriots in Super Bowls 52 and 53.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
At the 49-yard line.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Downfield offense.
Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And some space here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Incomplete in the end zone.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for Jordan.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To throw is Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 49er offense about to go to work, and it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Charles, at quarterback. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Complete to right.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 1. 2nd and 5.
4th and 5.
He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. With a first touchdown of the Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
And now back out comes the offense. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
They came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Watson on first down. On the move to his left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Niners take over 1st and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
By Whitney Merciless. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And Latimer's got it. get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
First and 10.
So a nice catch there by the rookie wide receiver. And you know, Charles, what a story this would be for him. A high draft pick, really the weight of the franchise on him. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, 56 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard
The
line.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. 2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the interception, here's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The 6-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Texans push further out in front.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. And yet again it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor.
Good for
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the 2nd half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. 1 half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the 2nd half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
For Houston.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55, taken about 7 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
35-yard line.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Garoppolo finding his tight end, Kittle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. The end result, 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Here's Mostert. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jordan Reed, 27 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Latimer on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On first down, it's Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball at the 40 here for second and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
That's good for a Texan.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
A gain of 7.
Again, it's Johnson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's the end.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Going for it all. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown, Texans. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Conversion.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A pass there over the middle to start things out. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll get it down here to the 43. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. And Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Not much there, only a yard. And that one incomplete as it breaks a string of 8 straight pass completions. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Garoppolo again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like... Yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Back to throw, Watson steps away to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 19 yards away. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And incomplete. Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final try now for Garoppolo. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And the Lone Star State has a new champion. It's the Houston Texans, kings of the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a